Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to take a seasonal trip into the world of Friends that will is so pointless and full of meanders. Ideally, you'll fall asleep, and you'll say that was what was seasonal, but I don't know if there was any seasonal content in there other than the title. And I'll say, thank goodness, job done. Because it's time for Sleep With Me, the podcast that's really here to keep you company while you fall asleep. The podcast that's here to be your friend in the deep, dark night. And if you're new, I'm here to apply for those roles. My role is to be someone who's here to keep you company, ramble on and on and on, maybe make you barely smile or just half of a guffaw. I'm not totally amusing. I almost said like I'm the bouche without the amuse, or boucher, if you will. And you said, this isn't making any sense at all. I said, yeah, welcome to Sleep With Me. I'm here for two reasons. One, to keep you company and take your mind off stuff so maybe you could fall asleep because you deserve a good night's sleep. You deserve a bedtime you feel comfortable with and the sleep you need to be where your life feels more manageable. But two, I'm here because I've been there. Oh, boy. Last night was not great. A lot less than not great. And I'm not even sure, let's just move on because I can relate to how it feels. And I had Koa there, and also my dog was having trouble sleeping. We were both having trouble sleeping independently of one another. Whenever the exact moments I'd fall into a deep sleep, Koa would have trouble sleeping. And so that's why I make the show. I know how it feels in the deep, dark night. It can be frustrating. It can be lonely. It can be painful. And I'm here to take your mind off of that stuff, to be your friend, and to remind you you're not alone. But I do it all in a very silly and meandering way where it takes me forever for the show to get started, but then eventually there's a long meandering bedtime story too. So I'm glad you're here. The structure of the show, I just like to point it out. This is kind of like the beginning, a greeting. So you say, yeah, maybe I could check that show out. You only sound strange and irritating, but I could give it a go. I say, great, that's how most people get here. So we're already off on the right foot. It's the only place where it'd be off. You say, yeah, okay, but I'll take a look. So that's the beginning of the show. Then there's support. So the show's free, paying for it's optional. And so many people benefit from that. And it's important to me that those people benefit from that. Then there's a long meandering intro, which is separate from the support. And that just goes on and on and on, where I introduce the podcast, but it's where I ease you into bedtime as I explain what the podcast is for 15 minutes. Then after that, some support. Then tonight will be be part of our ongoing series, Journey into the World of Friends, but I think it'll be a little side campaign. So I'm excited to tell that tale. And then the show ends with thank yous and good nights. So that's it. I'm glad you're here. Yes, see how it goes. Most people, it takes 2 or 3 tries to get used to the show, though I've been hearing from a lot of people that worked for on the first try, or they said, okay, I get this. This is what I was looking for. It's strange. Doesn't make any sense. It's silly. It's my friend. Or he's applying to be, a friend. It's a one-way first one-way friendship that's worked for me. And so, yeah, that's what it is. I'm glad you're here, and welcome to Sleep With Me. And these sponsors are how we're able to do it for free twice a week. All right, everybody, most comfortable way to listen to Sleep With Me this holiday season, any time of year. What a gift. If you're looking for someone to give you a gift, they could save some money getting Sleep With Me branded sleep phones or any of the sleep phones models. The most comfortable way to listen to the show, soft speakers and a nice soft stretchy headband. You could get a corded model, a couple different wireless Bluetooth models, and you could save because right now until December 17th is their last minute holiday shopping sale, and you could get 15% off everything excluding gift cards with the code Mary15. That's Mary15. So say yay for the holidays at Sleep Phones, but you have to use our link, sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleepphones, sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleepphones. Do not miss out. Sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleepphones. Mary15 until December 17th. Thanks, everybody. All right, everybody, it is time to talk about tonight's sponsor, Helix Sleep. And I want to know what mattress you get matched with. Go to helixsleep.com/sleep and take that 2-minute quiz and then check out which model of Helix you want to get, because Helix has got this new collection, Helix Elite. They also have mattresses for big and tall sleepers, even a mattress just for kids. And if you take that Helix quiz, you can find the mattress best for you and your body, or you and your partner's body. And that personalized mattress is shipped straight to your door free of charge. Helix knows there's no better way to test out a mattress than in your own home, in your own bed. That's why they offer a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to test out your new Helix mattress. And the reason they have so many different mattress models to choose from and that handy-dandy quiz to match you with the right one, you know, they got models with memory foam for optimal pressure relief if you sleep on your side, more responsive foam to cradle your body for stomach and back sleepers, enhanced cooling features to keep you from overheating at night, and every Helix mattress has a hybrid design, individually wrapped steel coils, premium foam layers, perfect combination of comfort and support. And like I said, I sleep on my side, I sleep on my stomach, I like to sleep cool, and that's how I got matched with the Helix Dusk. I picked the Helix Dusk Luxe, and I love this mattress. But you could find the best mattress for you by taking that Helix mattress quiz. Setup is fast and easy, comes straight to your door, delivered in a box for free. Helix mattresses all come with a 10 to 15-year warranty depending on the model. And Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. You go to helixsleep.com/sleep. This is their best offer yet. It won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. That's helixsleep.com/sleep. And you can take the quiz for free. I don't know what you're waiting for, because I'm sleeping so good. I want you to sleep so good too. So take that quiz. Let me know what you got. Thanks, everybody. Support for Sleep With Me comes from Odoo. If you feel like you're wasting your time and money with your current business software, or just want to know what you could be missing, then you need to join the millions of other users who switched to Odoo. Odoo is the affordable, all-in-one management software with a library of fully integrated business applications that help you get more done in less time for a fraction of the price. To learn more, visit odoo.com/withme. That's odoo.com/withme. Odoo. Modern management made simple. All right, everybody, it is time for the Sleepy Supporter Zone. These are like those of you that love listening to this ad-supported version for free linearly. I know you're thankful for the people that are able to support the sponsors so we can keep doing this. So we celebrate them here. Because not only do they support the sponsors, they let the sponsors know about it. They post on social media. That really, really helps us keep sponsors, find new sponsors, and keep the show coming out for you for free. And I wanted to thank Pam, who supported Helix Sleep. It took the quiz at helixsleep.com/sleep. Pam was looking for something very firm, and Pam found a match. It took that quiz, helixsleep.com/sleep. Thank you, Pam. If you want to get on the Sleepy Supporter Zone like Pam did, fill out the form at sleepwithmepodcast.com/sponsors. Let me know about it. Let the sponsor know about it. Even free trials. Even just taking that Helix quiz for later. I hear from patrons that took the quiz when they were listening to the Sleep With Me ad-supported version, and then they bought their mattress 2 or 3 years later. That is powerful. And here's the thing. It doesn't just help Sleep With Me. It helps all the other podcasts you listen to. So if you're a regular podcast listener, you know, you really are a hero. So thank you, Pam. The second part of the Sleepy Supporter Zone is you getting the support you need right now. If you're in need of extra resources, there's links to those resources in the show notes, including international resources you can connect with right now. And it's about being part of our communities, being a part of positive change, not just saying Black Lives Matter, not just saying stop AAPI hate, not just saying support Ukraine. And people have been asking about my wish list. You know, the organizations we've been supporting over the past year, including my own personal support, is hand in hand. The Midnight Mission. Midnight Mission also has an Amazon wish list, and the Trevor Project. So if you want to support one of those organizations, that would be a gift to me. But it'll also be a gift to you and a gift to our communities that we're a part of. So be a part of positive change. Feel how good it feels to take action, and use the links to those organizations in our show notes. And that's it. What do you say we, Mystery Bard. A lot of people help out in this show. Holy mackerel. I couldn't do this alone. Mystery Bard?
Posty poster son sounds like an earful. Wrote the theme song. Edits episodes. Carl W. the legend. Also edits episodes. Ashley, Kenny, Scotty, Jennifer. Runner. Eric and the team at Astound are on the website. I am the mystery bard. I do the lullabies, yeah. I do commissions at jonathanmann.net. I'll write a song for you. Any reason at all. You can tell me the story and I'll make it personal. You see the kindness shine straight on through when the listeners form their own Facebook group. Keith, Stacy, Sarah, Julie, and Jennifer. These are your moderators. Get support dear Scooter on Patreon. Buy the merch and support the sponsors. You can find anything you want at sleepwithmepodcast.com. And we're so proud that we could dance. Rusty Biscuit, Lois, Anna like banana. Leah does the transcripts.
Thanks, Mystery Bard. Don't forget, get your sleep phones. Sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep phones is the only way to get Sleep With Me branded sleep phones, only way we get credit. Most comfortable way to listen to Sleep With Me. Sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep phones. What do you say we slow it down and get on with the show? Hey, are you up all night tossing, turning, mind racing, trouble getting to sleep, trouble staying asleep? Well, welcome. This is Sleep With Me, the podcast that puts you to sleep. We do it the bedtime story. All you need to do is get in bed, turn out the lights, and press play. I'm going to do the rest. What I'm going to attempt to do is create a safe place where you could set aside whatever's keeping you awake. It could be thoughts you're thinking about, thoughts about the past, the present, the future. So thoughts, thinking stuff, things you're thinking about, thoughts. I had a lot of those. Last night it was more thoughts woven in with my dreams. But thoughts, it could be feelings. I had some feelings, definitely. I didn't have any, at bedtime I didn't really have too many feelings, even though I knew I wasn't going to get 8 hours because I had to get up early, even though it was a Sunday. But I said, that's okay. I guess I didn't mean it. I said, that's okay. Go to bed later than I want. That's okay. I didn't really mean it. So that might have been the old first wrinkle in bedtime. A wrinkle in bedtime. Not as nice as a wrinkle in time. Not nice at all. A wrinkle in bedtime. Just a nice way of saying something. Not really a metaphor. Just what we would say on a sleep podcast when we mean something else. Just a little wrinkle at bedtime. So I had some feelings about my sleep last night. Still having them. The physical sensations, changes in time, temperature, routine. You could have something coming up. You could be going through something. You could be anticipating something. You could be traveling or have guests. Maybe you work a different schedule. I don't know. Maybe whatever it is. The only reason I run through all that stuff is to let you know you're not alone. Because for me, last night it was pretty lonely. And I don't mean the beautiful Hollywood kind of lonely, or whatever, or Len Testa's Hank lonely. I mean, I don't know, it wasn't like I was staring at the moon with a harmonica or writing poetry. It feels different. You know what I mean? And maybe you don't, and that's great. But maybe it manifests it for you in a different way when you can't sleep. And you could say, well, it's different for me, Scoots, but I can relate to the language you're using. But here's the thing. I can probably relate to how you feel, even if I haven't been through what you've been through. But even if I can't, like you're saying, no, none of that, I don't relate to anything you're saying, Scoots. There's somebody listening. There's enough people that listen to the show that there's someone listening who can relate to how you feel and who's been through something similar. And they could say, yeah, you really do deserve a good night's sleep here. I'm glad you found sleep with me. And I hope it can help. So that's why I make the show, really, because that's really that is. And if you get the rest you need, as I said earlier, and your life's a little bit better, your life's a little bit more manageable, our world's going to be a better place because your life's better. And so that's an important thing. And what's going to happen here is I'm going to send my voice across the deep, dark night. I'm going to use lulling, soothing, creaky, dulcet tones, pointless meanders, and superfluous tangents, which means I'm going to go off topic. I'm going to get mixed up. I'm going to forget what I was talking about. Then I'll repeat myself. Then I'll double back. Then I'll talk. And I'll say, what was I saying? Where were we? Kind of like that, just like I'm doing right now. I'll fill it up with filler words, and then I'll top it off with some confusion. So that's one part about the show. The other thing, I said it earlier, I'll say it again, and just in case I have something, just in case this definitely doesn't work for you. So most people get to this podcast, and the circumstances aren't the best for liking something. Or the circumstances just aren't the best for you when you get here, and you're not you've probably tried to find something to help you fall asleep for a while, or this has just come up and you're looking for a solution. And Sleep With Me is definitely more process based, still processing for sure. We're buffering, sleep with me, always buffering, rarely buffing. Not, well, somewhat buff, I haven't buffed, one day I'd like to buff my car, but I haven't buffed it, but we're still buffering. We'll butter up your buffers, for sure. Buttering up to buffers everywhere so that they don't buffer when we need them not to. He said, what are you planning on doing? So what would you bring to this position? Don't use this in a job interview. Well, I'm great at buffer. Do you have any buffers at this work? Well, I'm not sure. We're a server company. Exactly. I'm good at buttering up to buffers. What's a buffer? The creator of something that does the act of buffering. I'm not sure you understood the requirement. No, I'm good at buttering up to buffers. So just as, bring me down to the server room. Let me walk around, get to know everybody. The servers are, computers or. Oh, no, I know exactly are they liquid? Do you have liquid cool servers there? I'm not entirely sure. I just manage this department. Okay, well, don't worry about it. I'll go down. That's like something I can talk to the servers about when I'm buttering up to them. I have a niche sense of humor. Only servers find me fun. They don't find me amusing, but they really do. They just don't want it. They just don't have the ability to admit it. Sir, do you have? Oh, actually, I have all these. I have all my previous work. It's shown the. Sir, none of these companies are in business anymore. Well, exactly, because they were sold, because increased efficiency. But just walking around the server and buttering up to the buffer. I've decreased buffering everywhere I've been in my imagination. I just created a fake position for myself. Hey, how you doing today, PQ44445? I like those blinking lights, really strong LEDs on that. I can feel the heat coming off your servers. So glad you're liquid cooled. I'm going to talk to them about, I'd like to know what you'd prefer. If there was such a thing as plasma cooling or air cooled, or, would you prefer the saltwater fish tanks? What about a saline cooling? Yeah. Okay. What about if I sing Sailing Away? Is that a Christopher Cross song? Do you know? It's not. It's Skating Away. Oh, is that okay. Thanks. I should get back. So that's not a Cat Stevens song, though. No? Okay. It's the one, the other band with the person that plays Ian, who plays the flute that I can't think of the name of. Thanks. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, I went into a fugue state when I was trying to describe why you may dislike me in the podcast. I applied to buffer up to so when you first get here, you say, what is this guy going on and on about? Then I just went accidentally on and on and on about something. And when you're new, you could find that really irritating because maybe you expected the show to just get started or to make some kind of sense. All I can say, you don't have to trust me. You could trust large number of people who said when I first discovered this show, I didn't like it or I didn't get it, but then I gave a few tries and it worked for me. Or if you're already 100% sure you don't like me, or, I mean, a lot of people will get through past that stage and they get to know me. I think most people that are currently in my life. But if you decide the show's just not your style, sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you has other sleep podcasts and stuff you could check out. So moving past that, though, so give a few tries, just see how it goes. This is also kind of a podcast you listen to passively, like almost like elevated background noise versus something you listen to actively and pay attention to, like a TV on in the other room or out of focus picture. Also, even though this is the first sleep podcast, this podcast doesn't put you to sleep. I'm here to keep you company and take your mind off of stuff while you fall asleep, to be your friend in the deep dark of night, and just to keep you to distract you from whatever it is. To be your boar friend, your boar bae, your boar sib, your boar bud, your boar bestie, your neighbor, your boar bee, your boar burr, your boar bud, your boar pup, whatever it is. Your friend in the deep dark night. So there's no pressure to fall asleep. I'm going to be here till the end of the show. And there's over 600 shows ready to go if you need them. So you could listen to episode after episode after episode or pick your favorites and create a playlist. But I'm here so that you don't have to listen to me. But you also, if you can't sleep at all, like there's some people listening now who can't sleep, you won't be alone. You'll be here. I'll be here to keep you company. Or if you need a break during the day, I'll be here. So I'm here for you. And that's kind of one of the things that works for the show. Structurally, this throws people off. Most people it throws off, they don't listen to the show. They stop listening. They let me know and they stop listening. But I hope if you decide to do that, instead of letting me know, just go to sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you and check out those that's literally what it's there for. But so I'll tell you why the show's structured the way it is because it comes out linearly twice a week, Sunday and Wednesday nights, and most people listen linearly and they listen to the ad-supported show. But there are ways that people adjust and listen in different ways than that, which is great too. So the show starts off with a friendly greeting, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends beyond the binary, and I say that in different ways, and I go off topic, and I try to give you welcome you in. So that's the greeting. Then there's support again, because most people prefer an ad-supported show that paying for it's optional. Then there's a long meandering intro, which is meant to ease you into bedtime. It doesn't really put very many people to sleep. It's really meant to ease you into bedtime is the way, I don't know, because for most people, and last night's a great example, I need to be eased into bedtime. When I try to get myself to go to bed on time and then fall asleep on time, I'm not going to be declaring victory over sleep on those nights for sure. So the podcast intro is a slow wind down where I introduce the podcast in a different way every single time, over 1,200 times now. And the reason I do that is because I think it's important to have a familiar structure that's different every time, because whatever keeps me awake is very adaptable. And I got to try to stay one step ahead of soothing it, not outsmarting it, just distracting it and soothing it and saying, hey, it'll be okay. And that's what a wind down routine is for a lot of people, or getting ready for bed, or getting in bed, getting comfortable as they're listening to the intro. Now, there are people that fall asleep during the intro, a small percentage. There's a small percentage of people that skip the intro. And then there's people that pay for the podcast for Sleep With Me Plus, and they may want to only listen to intros or only listen to stories, or adjust those things. So if you find that's your preference, or you prefer ad-free experience, whatever it is, that's what that's there for. if you really want to adjust, but even in your podcast app, you can adjust it like a little bit too. Then after the intro is support, then there'll be a bedtime story. It'll be Journey into World of Friends, a little holiday episode. And then the show ends with thanks and good night. So it's a structure of the show. I kind of went through why I make the show. I'm really glad you're here. It worked really hard at Your Next Drive. And if you're a server, because I mean, probably servers are hearing this episode or processing it. Maybe you're even buffering it. Great job buffering this episode. Holy cow. You are really serving this episode up with the least amount of buff. And you maybe, even if you're a really advanced server, which it sounds like you are, because you're correcting me, you're saying, I don't think you understand what buffering is. You're totally right. You totally got me. I mean, you don't even, even whatever you're doing, I don't even have a grasp of what you're doing because you're doing it so well. So I just wanted to point that out to you. If you're a server process and you say, well, technically I'm not a server, and I say, oh boy, I know. I wish there was a better title I wish my vocabulary was more expansive so I could describe the sweet, sweet dance of ones and zeros you're doing with this, lulling, soothing show, and, do it in a way like, how come there's not a TV show like The Bear for servers? I mean, am I right or what? You'd say server. And is it about waiters and wait staff? No. It's about servers, like in a server room. Okay. Tell me again. Okay. It's The Bear with servers, but not a wait staff. No. Computer servers. Okay, tell me the pitch again. The TV show The Bear with servers, computer servers. Okay, like the same. We'll just take. It's just like I'm sure there's plenty of shows in development right now that are like it's like softball, The Bear, but a softball team. After work softball club. Okay, but how does that work with the after work softball club? I could okay, so there'll be like the charismatic server. I don't know. I was thinking of programming for servers because I'm trying to butter up to servers. And to be honest, like I'm not I don't want to tell you how to do your job. I'm trying to be a service. If you're in, it sounds like you're some sort of entertainment executive, in my imagination, but still. You're going to want to hold on to that position. You probably, large portion of your job involves servers. So as terrible as this idea sounds, who are you going to be making it for? The servers, right? They say, finally, who was the first company that made entertainment for us? And, you don't really have to think outside of the server or the server box to see the brilliance of my idea. It just takes a little, I mean, we could even we could even get them to do an episode or something, I'm sure. I think there's not just that's what the whole show's about. It's about family, really, I think. And, if you don't know if you saw the first episode where they kind of said, it could be servers that were once used with one company. And this other company, some cutting edge company. I'm supposed to be starting a sleep podcast, by the way, but they brought in a bunch of servers, and because that's kind of what I liked about the way you say, well, how'd you end up here? Well, how'd you end up here? And then they say, okay, well, let's make this work, or let's try our best. So anyway, yeah, it's The Bear with servers, but computer servers or whatever they're called. I don't even know what the proper term is. I'm just trying to kiss up to them because I know my entire existence they're important. I don't need to be buffer. I don't need to be on the wrong end of a buffer, even though I'm not entirely sure what a buffer is. Even if it was Michael Buffer talking about the pod, I wouldn't want, same thing. So anyway, I don't know. I'm glad you're here. Sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, but we just went on an unintentional tangent, kissing up to servers. Another thing that makes me qualified to make sleep, kissing up to imaginary servers, chapter 78 in my autobiography. So I'm glad you're here. I work really hard at Your Next Drive, and I really hope I can help you fall asleep. Thanks again for coming by. And here's a couple of ways we're able to be here for you for free twice a week. Sleep With Me is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. All right, everybody, it is time to talk about tonight's sponsor, ZocDoc. If you're on that quest looking for that perfect new doctor, you ask everybody for a recommendation. You know, the doctor that listens to you, takes their time, makes you feel really comfortable, seen and welcomed. And then finally, you find that perfect doctor. You call their office, and then you find out either they're not taking new patients, they don't take your insurance. Well, that is so frustrating. As the weekend says, you could save your tears for another day or a rainy day or whatever, because you can head over to ZocDoc and find and book the doctor that's right for you and takes your insurance, and you can see when they're available. ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. And we're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you're searching for. All these doctors have verified reviews from actual real patients, not bots. And then the average wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is between 24 and 48 hours. You can even score same-day appointments sometimes. And then all you do is use the app. You find your doctor, you book them immediately with just a few taps, so you don't have to call anyone. You don't have to wonder if they're taking new patients. And I love hearing from listeners that have used ZocDoc. By the way, it's free. They've moved to new areas. They're looking for new physicians, and they've seen, like I have, how easy it is to use. So you should check it out too. Go to ZocDoc.com/sleep and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/sleep. ZocDoc.com/sleep. Thanks, everybody. All right, hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of our episodically modular series, Journey into the World of Friends. It's a tale of friends playing and creating a role-playing game. Or they were playing a role-playing game. Doesn't really matter. Actually, it's just about friends on an adventure, really. And because that's really what ended up happening, is now they're just on an adventure together. They were, I don't know, through the first few episodes designing an adventure in a role-playing game. Then they were also kind of playing it as they were designing it. And somehow, in the most episodically modular fashion, with just a sprinkle of seriality, they found themselves in the role-playing game. Or they found themselves really journeying into the world of friends on adventure and friendship. So friends on an adventure in a world of friends. What could be more sleepy than that? And don't worry about the rest of the details. Actually, this episode, I don't want to brag because I don't know if we've ever tried this before. So I guess this is a episodically modular spoiler. It's not a spoiler, though. This episode is a fully modular episode, just like games, I don't know, you'll see, or you won't, or you'll be sleeping and you'll not even know that it's, which is cool too. So this is episodically modular adventure within an adventure in the journey of the world of friends, but the characters will kind of catch you up on the basics, I think. But yeah, that's what this is. And to introduce this one is our, if there was any episodically if there was any episodes or modules on being like, I don't know, having excellence without and I know I can't see his insides or all the work he does, But he redefines excellence in a way that takes all the like things that make me squinch up on the inside. He's just like, I guess like Bill and Ted would say excellent. If Bill and Ted were even if they weren't on an adventure and they met him, they would say excellent. And that's our announcer from the Hollywood area, drives up here of his own, not like of his own, I don't know if his own volition, his own love of sleep and listeners, powered by stored solar energy, as he like lovingly told me how to say it, because he said technically it's not solar energy. And I said, excellent, man. That's excellent. Another way you're excellent. And then I pretended to play the guitar. Because I guess my hair does look like is at this point long as so anyway, it's our announcer from the Hollywood area, Mr. Antonio Banderas. Friends beyond the binaries, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to journey into the world of friends. Yippee, yippee, yeah. Hooray. Well, I love that. That was multi-layered. That's Mr. Antonio Banderas. This is Journey into World of Friends. Okay, hold on again, because I feel like we're I don't know. I guess this is Lord Von Chill. I'm very. I'll admit it. I'm very. You could. In other times, I would say you should call me Your Grace or My Grace. But I'm so confused right now that I have to pause because I feel like I'm about to act out and put on a pout. And as one of my many nannies told me, one of my many keepers, something, find out what it's about before you pout. That way you don't act out. So I can't remember the phrase, but I'm about to act out. I'm not, not in a big way, but I feel like something is wearing on me, and I have a suspicion, that I'm probably involved in it. I'm very unhappy, I guess. I'm irritable. I guess I'm irritable. Does anybody, you all sense my irritation, but I'm confused because let me just walk you through I guess I'm still talking. Maybe I'll talk, maybe you're hoping I'll talk myself out of this irritation, which I agree with. Okay, this is my best memory. We've been on an adventure together. It didn't start as an adventure. It started where we were creating an adventure. We didn't have a DM, and we decided as a group of friends we would create our own adventure for future parties to partake, journeying into the world of friends, an attraction in the long forgotten world of leisure theme park, long closed and forgotten. Or maybe, somewhat long. Anyway, timeline not important right now. And as we decided to do that, we decided we would design the adventure and kind of play it together. And there seemed to be something going on in the land of leisure. The free flow of water in Florida had been reestablished by the Baron of the Boil. She had, this was the situation before that developed in the situation that caused us to go on our adventure. And the Baron was ruling Florida, and pretty well-liked ruler, especially the water was flowing, and but then the water flow stopped and was interrupted once again. And right outside of the land of leisure is a place where, over the history of time, they've used artificial means to redistribute and change the flow of water across the state of Florida. And it's a pinch point for the water. You can't really pinch water, technically. I'm just saying that. And so the Baron of the Boil said, we need someone to look into it. Someone has taken over one of the largest facility to control the flow of water. and they need to be stopped. And we, I guess we thought it would be a fairly simple task. But the more we learned it was not so simple. One, it was Vidul, the foundling, and part of Dragon being, are we confirmed on that now? Of the Baron of the Boil, who was leading this, who was behind this, there's always someone behind them, but as we now know. But Vidul wasn't just there to control the flow of water, but to stop the flow of water. And apparently, I mean, we haven't seen very many. We've seen some evidences of this activity. Re-guide the flow of water to excavate a portal or a well. Somehow, there's some sort of dragon in there, but not a mist one. There's a powerful portal or well of unknown magnitude that we encountered in another adventure. We didn't realize it was going to be real. These are dots we're connecting, so it's not 100%, but we believe that this land of leisure, each attraction and the beings in it beings within the attractions have come to life because of this portal or well, which may be like a pass-through area. We kind of maybe talked about this, I don't know. Like if you go we're on an adventure. If our adventure in this world ends and we need to transfer our essence to the next adventure, apparently this well isn't preventing, but redirecting you to go to another plane of existence back into the attraction, and you become a sentient, in this case, within this attraction, World of Friends, which was a boat ride through the World of Friends, journeying into the World of Friends, where friends would, like stuffies, basically, like, bounding bountiful bunny or something. I don't know. Mary Bear Repair, but that wasn't part of the attraction. But anyway, a bunch of singing, what are those called? Anthropomorphized stuffed animals singing Journey into the World, Welcome to the World of Friends or something. We sang it recently. I'm very confused right now. I'm trying to walk through where we are. Those are sentient beings now. They're localized. They can't really leave the attraction for very long. They didn't retain their consciousness from their previous state, or maybe a vague consciousness, but not an intense consciousness. And they're pretty nice. They're not the trouble, but the trouble is Vidul has, they would like to continue on their existence, obviously. No need, if you're existing, you don't really know, the unknown. Well, I don't know. We haven't never sat down and had a conversation like that with any of them. But so Vidul has taken over this attraction to try to open up this well, which is covered by water, which seems to somewhat temper it. I don't understand it, but we don't want Vidul, obviously, to have this power. And, I was thinking the other thing was like, was there like some sort of, if we had a DM, could things have gone another way earlier and we could have gone with Vidul? Because Vidul's motivations are somewhat vague and maybe even open to interpretation. So our party probably could have aligned with Vidul on more than one occasion. We chose not to. But actually, Vidul, this is so, long story short, Vidul outsmarted us, led us right where Vidul wanted us to go, because we were going to flood the park, and we thought that process had already taken place, and we were also tasked with the Baron of the Boil's son, was thought to be an uninvited guest of Vidul, and we were to end that uninvited guestship and return this Baron of the Boil's son to her. Ends up that's not true. Baron of the Boil's son seems to be in cahoots, I'd say, with Vidul. And Vidul seems to be working for some sort of mist dragon from this other realm. And Yeah, they're working on getting this water moved around. We don't even know the progress of that. It seems to be in progress. Vidul seems to need some help because Vidul tried to talk us into it. And that's where I thought we're on a move, about to make our move. So Vidul had outsmarted us and thought Vidul was under the impression that we were fully bested, right? That it was and I thought that's like around where we were trying to come up with our next plan. But now I lose track of everything. So I have no idea when or where, because I feel like I thought I have no idea where we left things off, right? I mean, everything gets vague. I think we did some other stuff, but I'm not sure. But now we're in this, it's like the Handy Halls, but it's not the section we're used to. So I'm not sure if we're even under the World of Friends anymore. And we seem to be lost under the world, like in the Handy Halls, which was the service area below the Land of Leisure. Famous claim to fame. The ground floor of the Land of Leisure is really the second floor. Hardy har har, they would say. But it was not, I don't say, what are you hardy har harring about? No, that's the base, and actually there's like a sub. So what are you redefining? It's not, it's technically still the ground floor because the ground is what you stand on when you're outside. But I've never been here. But since then, I feel like we've been trying to get our way out of this Handy Halls. Well, I know because this was my way of getting us out, which I know is come to a conclusion and failed. But I'm pretty sure we've done it before, right? Like, I'm not the first person. Can we go through every way we've tried to find our way out of these Handy Halls? Does anyone is anyone keeping notes? Okay. Well, I know my idea was that we split up and yell, and that didn't seem to work. Anybody else remember, does anybody else feel like we've been trying to do this for days? Okay, go ahead, Granada of Darmok. Our fleet of foot, dexterity, and more. Granada of Darmok. Yeah, I know I led up Granada of Darmok here, like a plan where we'd take turns climbing up and trying to get through the ceiling. That didn't work. Eleanor? Yeah, I'm Eleanor of the Three Florences, our Florentian nurse. I remember I had a plan to pause and tap the walls. That didn't work. Zell? No, yeah, I had a plan we tried to break through the walls. That didn't work. I don't know if that's yesterday or the day, but have we really been doing this? There's something strange here. You're right. Wada? Yeah, I thought I tried leaving like pebbles or chalk and that didn't help us either. Okay, so, who else has ideas of how to get us out of here? I was thinking we could use rope, like attach ourselves by rope or something. Anybody else have good Granada? I think crawl. What if we crawl? I don't know why. Maybe not. Eleanor? Yeah. What if we just stand still and wait? Okay, that's an idea. Zell? What if we try? What if we try to smash the floor of the ceilings? Okay, Wada. I mean, I could try some sort of teleportation, but I don't know where we are. So, and I just don't know. I'm a little not confident. And then with the stuff with Vidul, like you said, I kind of have a vague, like there was a lot of, Vidul was involved in those fake teleportation. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we're in agreement. We all have ideas. What about this idea? I know this is going to sound wild. As wild as me saying I'm irritable and trying not to act on it. So maybe you're all four of you are rubbing off on me. But I'm tired of being irritable right now. What if we just give up? Admit defeat. Didn't that work already once? And then of course, we say, okay, we just say it out loud. But then, of course, we're our fingers are crossed. If Vidul's, any other ideas? Yeah, this is Wada. Does anybody have any idea? Because here's the thing. So we're stuck. Where have we been sleeping? Because we seem to be, so we stopped because we're giving up, but we've been sleeping somewhere, right? Lord Von Chill. Yeah, it's right here. There's a door right around this corner. That's where we've been sleeping. Okay, I have a sense maybe. So let's go in. Okay, so this is just like another office, like old. It is old, but there's things here, right? Looks like whoever was here was somewhat creative. They had some designs, and they had this. Oh, I remember reading this. This is the Diary of Fifi. The Diary of Fifi LeFew. It's talking about the multi-holiday celebration and the song, planning for it. So this may be where an employee, this office was, if it belonged to Fifi. Isn't it fun when we really stay in character too and pretend we don't know what an office is? A lot like, it helps with my irritation. Okay, that's helpful, though, Lord Von Chill, because, so let's look at this stuff here. I wonder if I have, Eleanor, you know anything, remember there was that idea of carbon dating at one point? Like, how can we tell how old, does anybody have any skills to see how old this stuff is? Oh, yeah, I do. This is not ancient. This paper is so the paper is somewhat not ancient. You know, the paper is part of the it was in some sort of storage, but it's been taken out in the last. This is just fresh handwriting. Okay, so fresh handwriting from Fifi LeFleur or Fifi LeFou, Fifi LeFou. So before or after the fall. Oh, definitely after. Okay, so this could have been an adventure or something. Does anyone think, so here's what I think. Okay, go ahead, Wada. I think this is we're stuck in we didn't write it though, but I did have plans for an extra adventure, like a one-time thing that would be, people could do it, if they just only had a few hours and they didn't want to do the whole thing. It was a little bit different than this, but that's a pretty traditional thing. Oh, like a one-time adventure. So if this is a one-time adventure, we were, oh, that makes sense because we were just trying to find our way. We were trying to continue on our adventure. So this is kind of like one of those puzzle rooms right now. But we were ignoring the fact that it was a puzzle room, so we were caught in some sort of loop, I guess. Makes no sense at all, but I'll buy it at the same time, because none of this makes any sense. Okay, so let's see. So let's try to figure out what Fifi LeFleur was. Okay. So this is some sort of holiday hut, it's called. See that? I mean, it's not this handwriting's pretty bad. Almost as bad as that, Scoutier. Remember the famous, luller? Yeah, this is all designs for a holiday hut based on the song. Oh, so I have a little bit more information from my research. So this attraction, Journey into the World of Friends, would have a holidays overlay. They called it the holidays overlay because that sounds good, and it was celebrating multiple holidays for the holiday season. So this has to be something, maybe Fifi, I don't know. Oh, wait a second, here's another map. Okay, so there's a spot picked out up in the upper areas of says it's the barracks. And it looks like this is a list of stuff Fifi needed for the song. I don't know the song, but it was celebrate the ways, the 12 days, something. I can't read this handwriting totally, but this, I don't know, this is frustrating. So what are we supposed to, I guess we're just supposed to gather some stuff, didn't they use a garland and, maybe just stuff from this room, and then we could find our way. Maybe we could find Fifi LeFou at this thing. I mean, didn't that song had Lords of Leaping, right? Like 30 Lords of Leaping. Or one Lord leaping, I guess. But people leaping for the Lord. Don't see any Lords of Leaping on here. There is a list of things. 12 letters. Look at this. It says 12 letters, but then there's not 12 letters. That's weird. 12 letters, but I only see... Oh, man, this is so confusing. Okay, what if we use our Granada? What if you and Zell cut those? There's just EAPCONRT. What is that letter? H. Then the number 3 and the number 2. So E, is that an H? Yeah, that must be an H. So letter E. Number 3, letter A, number 2, PCONRTH. So just cut those letters and numbers out of that paper there, and we'll use, there's some art materials. We'll color those in, and then we'll just draw a couple of these symbols here. I mean, they're already drawn I'm not a drawer either, so I'm just, and I could leap. I could be the Lord of Leaping. You could all be the 30 leaping for the Lord. Wasn't it like 12 ways to celebrate the days of the holidays or something like that? Okay, well, I don't know what you're talking about. So let's just get these letters. Let's see. We need a cup, a creche, temple. Who knows how to draw like a unity cup? Okay. Creche, temple, sleigh, and tree. Let's just do that, and then the letters, and then we'll go find Fifi LeFou. Come on. Like, there's a lot more stuff here. I'm like, I don't know. I can't also, okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, just color those in. Okay, so let's follow this map. Okay, let's go. You just keep working on it while we walk. You could draw. It's not that. They're sentient. Like, if maybe they don't have the greatest eyesight either. Okay, I think we go through here. Okay, so now this is working. So good job, Wada. You were right, because we're not lost anymore following this map. Oh, yeah, and if we climb up this ladder between these two walls, then we can go sight unseen. Okay, so we open up this door here. Oh, wow, we're really hot. We're really looking down. Okay, so you can see the barracks, so we should be a little quieter, because, yeah, there's some of Vidul. Seems like Vidul and some of the World of Friends are getting along. Okay, yeah, there's this pathway here. Well, it's behind all these, looks like they've kept this room in pretty good order. Oh, I see. So behind these sets, this is where all the friends live. See all their little beds? I didn't even realize they would sleep. Okay, that has to be that holiday hut or whatever over there. Oh, say a password. It says, hello, could we speak to Fifi? Is Fifi LeFou in there? Fifi LeFou? Fifi LeFou? They asked for the password. Anybody? Wada? 12 ways to, we're here to help to find 12 ways to celebrate the holidays. We don't know, oh, hi. Oh, Fifi LeFou, you're one of the can cats. Can we help you? We brought you these letters and the numbers too. Zerong? Is Zerong? I don't know what Zerong means. She's saying you're wrong, Wada. Not Zerong. Zerong, you're wrong. Okay. Oh, okay. Lord Von Chill, why don't you take over then? Well, excuse me, Wada. I'm just trying to. No, sorry. I'm just it's just frustrating. Hey, Fifi. We brought you the letters and the numbers, And maybe they're not perfect, but that's the best we could do. And then we drew some of this other stuff and cut it out for you, so you could put it up here in your little holiday hut. And we can be on our way here because we're looking for. We got to get back to. We've got actually things to deal with. We're here to, save everybody, including all of you. Is it no? No, yeah, no. Yes, we are. No, we're not here to flood the park. I mean, we're not here. We're here like that's only a triple. Like actually, it's now only a backup plan. But you don't need to know all the details. But I think we don't need to find the Baron of the Boyle son anymore. So we just got to stop Vidul, who's outsmarted us at every turn, except for the last turn, before we got lost and had no idea where we were. So we're doing great. Also, I'm a lord, by the way, so I can do some leaping. Maybe like an introductory leap in this shack, like hut, where you're going to celebrate your holiday. Is this like going to be a holiday club? Oh, yes, okay. Yeah, so I could just leap in here. So we've got the leaping, we've got the letters, we got these other things, these other symbols you needed. No, you need a real Unity cup. You can't pour with paper. Well, it looks like a cup in a tree. You can put them up. They'll look good. They did this in classrooms in the past. This won't do. Okay, well, we've got other things to do here. Could you excuse us for a second? We're just going to step outside. Can you believe this? We brought letters and numbers. Wait, she's still talking. It's not the numbers. It's the number of letters. No, okay. Thank you, Fifi. Okay, I'm not, can someone else, can Florentian nurse take over or something? Because I can't, I'm out of gas. Yeah, this is Eleanor. I mean, I don't know what to do. I mean, we can't, this is going to be one of these, this is like, I mean, I keep thinking about, what if the timer actually did start? We still don't know where Vidul is telling us the truth or not. So as much as I would love to help Fifi LeFou or whatever, Fifi LeFou, like it's just not good timing. Oh, go ahead, Wada. Yeah, I don't know what we need to do to get out of this. I mean, I guess we're all feeling this feeling. Because this is pointless. I mean, as much as I do care about these beings, we're trying to save them. And Fifi does not seem to be appreciating it. And, I don't know, Granada, Zell, do you have anything to say? Yeah, this is Granada. I mean, it's a shack up on the rafters here. So I don't know how a couple decorations, letters or numbers or whatever that is. It does feel like we've been sidetracked. And now that we have the map, do we even need to do anything for them? Can't we just, now we can backtrack from here? Yeah, this is, I'm going to say what everybody's thinking maybe, or what I'm thinking is that, Lord Ventrell, please don't put your hand up like you're going to stop me. Everybody else had a chance to talk. But, I mean, we're not even sure that, whatever strange attachment these friends have to these past holidays and these past holiday symbols, they probably even believe that Santa Claus is a real thing. And they're living in a fantasy world, and they're using it probably to keep themselves whatever. We need to get this stuff done for the real world. I'm sorry, Lord Ventrell, why are you shaking your head at me? The door's open, and I didn't realize there's a bunch of other than Fifi, it looks like there's little kids that were listening. It didn't realize the friends could cry when they heard you say that Santa Claus is not real. I guess they did believe in Santa Claus. No. I mean, when I said that, I meant, okay, this is Lord Von Chill. I'm a lord. I'm here to leap. And the fact is that Zell doesn't know what she's talking about. She means the Santa Claus in this attraction, right? You've got one somewhere, maybe. Nobody knows. Right, she means that's not the real Santa Claus. Has Santa Claus come here before? Oh, that's part of this. Oh, okay. Okay, the kids are still upset. Okay, well, here's what we'll do. We'll figure it out. We can't do it perfectly, I'll be honest with you. If you could just tell me, like, if we could just go over this with you. I have this paper here. And if you could try to be as clear as you can. Okay, so we'll find the Unity Cup, Crush, Temple, Sleigh, and Tree. Those are one, right? So you don't need a Lord to leap. Two Clauses, so that'd be Mr. and Mrs. Okay, yeah, the written symbol for the real one. Okay, Matt, corn and fruit bowl. Okay, we could get that. 4 sides of the dreidel. Okay, we could get that. Okay, yeah. Granada Darmok's got that. Okay, and then candles. Okay, so 5 Advent candles. I can't read 7 Kwanzaa candles, 8 menorah candles, 9 special smells, 10 songs of singing, 11 gifts of waiting, 12 letters, which we have, letters, not numbers. Cease dessert. Did you say cease dessert, Fifi? It's letters, cease dessert. Okay. The cease dessert has to do with the letter somehow. Okay, so let me just run through if this will cut it. So we'll need 11 gifts. Okay, that look like gifts. You put them around. Okay. 10 songs of singing. Don't know how we're going to do that. 9 special smells. Okay, that'll be tough. Candles and lights. We can figure that out. Okay. Granada knows the 4 sides of the dreidel. Okay. Okay. Matt, corn, and fruit bowl. Okay. Okay. Good. Florencia Nurse has that. 2 Clauses. Yeah. Zell and I can dress up we'll represent for one brief evening Santa and Mrs. Claus. Because I can leap like a lord, like I have a bowl of jelly. And then we'll find these other things, physical symbols to represent. Okay, so the hardest ones are, 12 letters. Wada, you're supposed to be the wizard. Yeah, so letters, not numbers. I figured it out. We need 3 E's and 2 A's. And then we just figure out which word it is. Okay. Special smells. Who's got the best history knowledge here? Wada and Eleanor, I'd assume. What smells are we looking for here? Okay, so here's what I remember. 12 friendly ways to make the holidays is that was what they were doing. This is kind of exciting now. This is a real challenge. I think we're going to get this. So I know some of the smells that I remember researching this now, so I appreciate it. There's like pine, peppermint. Okay, that's 2. We need 9, right? Okay, there was jelly donuts. That's 3. Potatoes frying for potato pancakes, 4. Okay. Fruit, like from the fruit bowls, 5. Okay, you're at 5. You need 4 more. Okay, I can't remember. Oh, cherry blossoms. That's 6. The smell of candles was 7. Coconut is 8. And then I think there was like the packaging. There's that. Okay, packaging has Fifi's list. Fifi. Okay, so we just got to find those smells. But here's the thing. We could once we can just the smells are in our minds, right? So we could plant that idea. If we can't find stuff that smells like that, we can figure that out. Now that we know the smells. Okay, so what do we got next here is Okay, so we'll go get the cloth outfits. We know because we had that room, so we can get the gifts at that room. Cloth outfits. Granada. You said okay. You can design the four sizes. You can make a dreidel. Okay. Oh yeah, you're good at whittling. I forgot. Could you do? Could you whittle a bowl? Oh, you can find a bowl. Okay, but you could whittle corn and fruits. Okay. Okay, and then we need like to weave them out. Okay, so Granada's working on those. Great. Okay, candles. Can we use lights for we do have candles. So now we just have to get our candles all. Okay, so we have to get candles. Okay, so we'll get out all our candles. Okay, we all have different kinds of candles. Okay, great. So we'll figure this out. Okay, so start. Okay, Zell, can you be in charge of the candles? Thank you. Okay, so that's 9, 8, 6. We don't 6 and 9. Is that Lords of Leaping? No, there's no L's there. Okay, so 5 candles or 4, but 7, 8. Okay, Matt, Fruple, dreidel. Okay. Okay, so we can do. Okay, so it's good we're walking, most of us, and working. Okay, so here in the storage area. Okay, there's the creche. Okay, there's a symbol of the temple. That's a physical embodiment. There's a sleigh. So we need to find a unity cup and a main, like a tree. Okay. Oh, hey, Fifi. No, we apologize for making the children upset. So is there any other? Oh, there is another storage. Oh, you need me to break the lock. Good thing you've got me with you then. Okay, so yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, there it is. There's a tree. Okay. Oh, and there's a cup. Okay, so that'll be our unity cup. Oh, wait a second here. What is this? These sealed containers are actually the smells. Okay. So now 10 songs of singing. You sure that's not swans of swimming? Swans of swimming? Swans of swimming. No, not swans of swimming. Swans of swimming? No. Songs of singing. Okay. Gifts awaiting. So we'll just bring these gifts. So the letters and songs. Oh, but we could just have everybody sing what they want to sing, right? They could just, like, you all know different. Okay, good. Okay, so, why don't you have the children start practicing the songs? Okay, gifts awaiting. Oh, boy. So 6, 5. Okay. 5, Lords of Leaping. No, it's candles. 5. It's not Lords of Leaping, huh? It's a different song. Maybe, it will only be one if it was because I'm the Lord. Fifi's gone. Okay. So we have, what were these, what do you think these letters? None of them, is there H-O, L, no L. So it's not holidays. Anybody have an idea what it would, okay, on. Okay. On the P like a pea shooter on P on Cecil, P on Cecil, Thethy. Go ahead, Wada. Oh, okay, Eleanor. Peace on earth. It's peace on earth. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so those are 12 letters. Okay, let's put those up. Zell, I have your outfit. You'll be, okay, that's fine. We'd switch up roles. That's fine. We just got to pretend for the children's sake. Oh, the children are already singing. This is wonderful. This is like a little okay. And, look, they've gathered some coins. They're actually playing with the dreidel. That's amazing. Oh, people are using the Unity Cup okay. and pretending to eat. Okay, like and pretending to light the candles. Can't light the candles up here, obviously. Oh, you're putting bulbs there. I like that. Why do you figured out how to use those smellers? That's a lot of smell. Ho, ho, ho. Yes, I'm Mr. Claus, Santa, your Grace, your Claus, yes, oh, no, I'm Santa's assistant. I'm sorry. I'm, your Grace. You just call me your Santa, your Claus ship. Yes, okay, so we're singing 6. Everybody's dancing. I think it's just 6 dancers dancing is what it is. We're all supposed to be dancing. Oh, Granada, you used to dance a lot, so you know some of these dances. Okay. Okay, so you're going to teach us these dances while the youth sing. Well, this is really fun. I'm glad we discovered this adventure. Is everybody else enjoying themselves? I really feel like we're celebrating. This is a nice little break here. And we were wrong. I guess I apologize to everybody that all of us got so irritable. We were so blinded by our need to complete our adventure and be heroic that we forgot that maybe you wanted a little, you wanted to have something to celebrate and enjoy there. So now we're celebrating. Now you have this holidays house or holiday hut or whatever all the time, whenever you want it. It's quite a special place. Smells like a lot of different smells. I can pick them all out, though, because those smellers are powerful things. But, yeah, go ahead and spend some time. And, we'll keep dancing and singing here and enjoying ourselves because this is quite nice. We can't do it for however many nights are combined, which is like... that's weeks on those candles? Oh, boy. No. 7, 8. Are those any overlaps? No, we can't stay for that many nights. I'm sorry, not even 7 or 8 nights, I'm afraid, or 4 or 5 weeks or nights, no. But we will stay here tonight. Can we sleep here? No? Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. You don't like, because we got to bring the gifts, Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Those gifts will be brought. Just remember, Fifi, who was really responsible for okay, Fifi gets it. Well, this has been nice. Thanks, everybody. And good night. Good night to all of the 12 ways to celebrate the holidays here in the world of Friends. Happy holidays and good night to all and to all. A good night, my friends. Thank you so much. It truly is an honor to be here with all of you. Good night. All right, I want to thank everybody who signed up to support the show directly on Patreon recently. Ramiro, Lindsay, and Julie. Thank you. Thanks, and good night. Blake, Jade, and Kazona. Thank you. Thanks, and good night. Christina, Cameron, and Jenna. Thank you. Thanks, and good night. Jaleel, Brian, and Dave. Thanks, and good night. Devin, Joel, and Fernando. Thank you. Thanks, and good night. M, Squeezebox, and Libby. Thank you. Thanks, and good night. And Susan, Nathan, and Maddie. Thank you. Thanks, and good night. Sleep With Me exists as a free podcast because people support the show directly on Patreon or Sleep With Me Plus or support our sponsors. And you can also support the show for free and earn, if you're looking for ad-free episodes or access to Sleep With Me Plus, you could sign up for a referral program at sleepwithmepodcast.com/refer. And get your own link, and then you get rewarded just for sharing about the podcast, too. So I appreciate that. And I think that's it. We've got over 600 shows ready to go in the archives, and that's thanks to whatever Scoot's going to ask you for next or the sponsor. Thanks, and good night, everybody. Hey, everybody, this is Scoots just tucking you in and wanted to let you know about our referral program. It's a great way to support the show just by doing what you already do, spreading the word about the show. You could sign up at sleepwithmepodcast.com/refer, R-E-F-E-R. And you sign up, you get your own link to share on social media or by email, wherever you share about the podcast. And then the people that check out the podcast in a podcast app, you get credit for that. And you can earn credit on something that's just about to launch, Sleep With Me Plus. And you could earn 3 months of free Sleep With Me Plus or 6 months of free Sleep With Me Plus or more just by referring people to the show. So if you're not in a position to support the show directly, but you really want to be a part of the show, or you say, I really want to listen to the bonus content or the ad-free episodes or the story-only episodes, sign up at sleepwithmepodcast.com/refer and start referring people to the show. And kind of the best way to do it is just like if you're sharing on social media, for example, don't spam because that doesn't work. You can see it in the stats. But what works, because we have a few people that have already gotten 3 months or 6 months. One person already got 6 months in about 10 days. And all you need to do is just share about your honest experience with the podcast. It does take sharing 2 or 3 times, maybe even 4 times over a week or 2 weeks period. You just share about your favorite episodes. What does the podcast do for you? What do you like about the podcast? How did you discover it? Where do you listen? And on top of that, I'll thank you because I really appreciate it. The most powerful way for people to find Sleep With Me and for Sleep With Me to help them is by word of mouth, by you saying, hey, this podcast actually works for me. I know it's a little bit different. Maybe you do need to give it a few tries, but this podcast has changed my life or had a really positive impact on my life or helps me fall asleep. And then you can do that for another person out there. Maybe it's somebody you know. Maybe it's somebody in your life you didn't even know they were struggling with sleep. Or maybe it's someone you haven't met before. But I know they'll appreciate it too. So sign up right now and get in there before we launch Sleep With Me Plus at sleepwithmepodcast.com/refer. That's sleepwithmepodcast.com/refer, R-E-F-E-R. Thanks, everybody.